Alright guys, so today we are seeing Pepe Coin going for another leg up here, breaking out finally from that bull flag we are seeing here, exactly as predicted on my previous Pepe Coin video. But not only that guys, we have as well Bitcoin today waking up to that $42,000 guys, which is pretty bullish here right now. Bears are in disbelief, still waiting for that $12,000, which is not happening here. No pullbacks as planned here, as Pepe Coin as well breaking out here. So what's next here for Pepe Coin guys? This is what we're gonna discover here in this video. So with no further ado guys, let's get into it. Now before we get started guys, do me a favor, leave a like and let's get into it. So for my OG followers guys, on my previous Pepe Coin video we talked about that bull flag here guys. I told you guys we could see a breakout and the breakout would lead us to go try again that 15 level, and simple as this is what we've seen previously when we had that 100% pump as well here on Pepe Coin here guys. So here we had something very similar where we had that triple top or a distribution here, and then we've seen the price go lower. Now here, am I expecting the price to go lower? Now here there are two things that are gonna predict how low we could go, or if we're just gonna hold here and keep going. Now here today we've seen a massive pullback today. Now a harsh rejection from that resistance, we've seen a drop here on Pepe Coin guys. Now Pepe Coin dropped around 20% and now recovered back and now only down 12%. So the reason here guys is that we've seen Bitcoin as well shaking out today with a shakeout, and that's the simple reason guys is money is flowing back to Bitcoin. So not only Pepe Coin here seeing a dump today, so if we go back to that hourly here, we see red everywhere. In that recent hour here we've seen Bitcoin going down, a lot of altcoins got shaken out, got dropped even harder, and this means basically guys that Bitcoin is leading the rally here. And it is usual when we have those huge Bitcoin rallies that Bitcoin sucks the liquidity back from the market, and those altcoins they do see some shakeouts. But now so far here Pepe Coin is still holding. Now for us here Pepe Coin has two major supports that needs to hold for a continuation to the upside. Now the first one here guys is this one here, that level we've been discussing here for a while, I've been covering on this channel guys. So that's 1050. So now here guys we've seen that 1050 have been holding now for over 39 days. We've been above that 10 level, 1050, which shows guys it's a strong support. Now that's the first support I am looking at. As I told you in the previous Pepe Coin video guys, I told you now we could see something like breakout here, third tap, come back here, and then we go back for the real pump. Now what would make that support hold guys? Now we are seeing Bitcoin dumping. Now if Bitcoin stays above the 38k now, which is key here. Now if we go back to that weekly on Bitcoin, now we have Bitcoin just opened on that 39k. Now we need Bitcoin to stay above 38, 39 to see significant strength overall in the crypto space, and this would as well mean guys that Pepe Coin would hold that 10 level. Now so far we're seeing Pepe Coin holding strong guys, holding strong, even though we are seeing a shakeout now on the altcoin space. Pepe Coin is holding strong. Now so far guys, so far what we have here, now that level, anyone that bought above that 10 level is in profit so far on Pepe Coin here, and this move is as expected. Now the second support on Pepe Coin, and I doubt that we will get that. Now the only reason we will get that is if we see a bigger retrace on Bitcoin. Now this still is possible, but it may take some time to play out. Now the second one is that around that 83, and that 83 guys has been a support for a while, and usually that's where we bounce the hardest. We went just below it here and then we bounced right off it here. Now that would be that dip guys that I am looking for to add even more Pepe Coin before the bull market guys. So that's 83, and anything below for me, as you know guys, Pepe Coin is one of those bullish meme coins and pretty much set to be one of the top meme coins in the bull market. And guys, we are pretty much set as well to be in a bull market guys. Bitcoin is at $42,000. Now all the haters, all the disbelievers guys are in disbelief, right, are in shock of what's going on here. Bitcoin has been just raging, and if you've been following me guys, you know already I've been bullish throughout this move here. I told you guys there are gonna be no dips because majority are still sidelined and the majority are gonna buy higher. So that means guys dips are opportunities, and as usual this is my humble opinion. It's not a financial advice, but that's what I am doing guys. In my humble opinion guys here, these dips are for buying right now, as now there is no more doubts around this. Officially guys, we are in that bull market. There is no reason to be thinking we are gonna dump from it. There is no reason to be thinking we are going even below these levels. 30k on Bitcoin would probably be that last dip if we do get that, and this would line up up with that uptrend we have here, and many other resist supports we have here as well. Now that 30k, if we do get it now, guys, if we do get it, we're gonna see a bigger retrace from altcoins. Now this could be a 40% retrace. Now if we see a 40% retrace from Pepe Coin since that last rejection, now that 40%, guys, look at that. So that 40% would just bring us right towards that 83. Now when we hear a 40% dump, it sounds crazy, guys, it sounds like a lot, but when we look at it, it's just gonna bring us right towards the juicy dip on Pepe Coin, and that's what I'm looking to add even more. Now those are the levels to the downside. Now what if those that are sidelined do not get the dip, do not get to enjoy those Pepe gains in the future? What if we just bump from here? And that is pretty much possible as well, guys. Now what if just here Bitcoin decides to rally and run towards that 46k? Now that 46k is the next one. Now something as well to notice on Bitcoin, guys, is all this red here we see, there is not much resistances. I just have this one here around that 38, which is a point of control of that previous run. Now it did hold the price for a while. As you can see here, the price was below it for like 3 weeks. We've been tapping that, but now we're above it, and now 46 is the next one. Now what if Bitcoin just decides to rally straight up to that 46? Well, guys, this means Pepe Coin is slowly gonna be grinding from here up. Now this means Pepe Coin gonna break up, and now this gonna become the new support, which is now this level here, guys. Now this gonna be the new support, that 1431. Now if this happens, guys, if Bitcoin just decides to rally from here, Pepe Coin is gonna slowly grind up, as all other altcoins are just gonna slowly grind, because you can see here right now the altcoins are finding a bit of a struggle. Now if Bitcoin just decides to keep the rally going, what we could see, guys, is just Pepe Coin slowly grinding from here, slowly, and then we could see once we get above that resistance, we see a push up, and then that's gonna be the next dip. If Bitcoin decides to dip back down towards 35k, then that next dip would be either that 1436 or this one here, that 1051. Now those are all the dips we have here now for so far here on Pepe Coin. But what is the most likely, guys? Now there is always that guy in the comment section that says you are saying it's gonna go up and also it's gonna go down, because, guys, we don't know exactly. The best strategy is always to be prepared, but sometimes we do get some certainties, like when we had that bull flag, that it was pretty much an 80% likelihood of it breaking up. Now we need still to see how Bitcoin is gonna play out this week. We can't really be very sure right now about any of these scenarios playing out now so far, as long as Bitcoin here still just opened a Monday candle, still we just started the week. We need still to see what Bitcoin is gonna do. Now, as I said, I prepared you again, guys, here. If we see Bitcoin rallying, then from here Pepe Coin flies back up, and in case Bitcoin keeps grinding lower or dumps lower, then we have 1050, and then if Bitcoin goes toward the 30k, 32k, then we have that 83 support on Pepe Coin. Now in my opinion here, guys, what could happen now, what's the most likely, is that we are probably gonna range a little bit here this week. Then we're gonna have decision, either we go back, tap that 10 and fly back up, or we just grind back up from here, and it all depends on Bitcoin. And then if Bitcoin just flashes down, crash down to that 30k, then we see a quick flash toward that 83 and then back up here. Alright, guys, so that's it here for Pepe Coin, guys. If you have any more questions, as usual, leave them in the comment section or join my Discord, link in the description as well. It's free to join, guys. You can ask me any questions as well. And for my derivatives, guys, trading derivatives, check out FairDesk. You get a huge bonus on your deposit, up to $35,000 on your deposit, and as well, you don't need no VPN, no KYC to trade on this exchange. I'll leave you the link in the description for those that are interested. You can trade as well most of the altcoins here, including Pepe Coin. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.